Hey YouTube, the TCG lover here. I thought today I would post a video of a quick card review of the three gods. And yeah, just for anyone who actually hasn't looked at anything about them at the moment, even though they have been out for about a month now. So yeah, sorry about that. I did kind of skip doing a review on them on my blog, but I'll do it now with this. If you watched my earlier video that I posted a few days ago, I pulled Loki. So now I have all three, so I decided why not just make a review on all three. Right, so the first one I'm going to do a quick review of is Loki, Lord of the Aesir. This card requires a Nordic Alpha tuner and 2 or more non-tuners, and it must add up to 10, just like all the Aesirs. It's a dark attribute, so I don't know if that's good or not, really. That kind of is, but its effect, when it attacks, during the battle phase, sorry, if your opponent activates a spell trap card, one spell trap card, once a turn, you can negate activation and destroy it. So Mirror Force is stopped, Deep Prison, Book, quite a few cards, yeah, and it's 3,300, even though that's the weakest of the three Aces. It's still pretty good. But the thing is, getting it out is a pain because you need to use Faltalf, which is a level 5 the only Nordic Alpha tuner. Most people would just prefer to use Vanadis, which is one thing I'm going to talk about, which I don't have a copy of, but yeah, you should use Vanadis to get this out. Vanadis level 4. It has some good effects. You should check it out. It's a good card. Basically, the only way to really get this out in a competitive deck is to use Vanadis. But that means you won't be able to get any revivals from this. Right. Okay. Next up, as the next one, 4. This card is much easier to get out, but its effect isn't so good. Once per turn, you can negate the effect of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. So, Stardust Dragon, Colossal Fighter, quite a few cards don't like to be negated. Although a lot of effects do activate in the graveyard, which this can't stop. So, this can't get face-down cards either. So, Sangan is safe, Raikou is safe, Card Trooper is safe, Necro Gardener is safe, Plague Spreader, but a Dandelion is also safe. But cards like, yeah, as I was saying, Stardust Dragon and Colossal Fighter, and a few other cards as well that are quite important, like Gladiator Beasts, they don't get their effects if you attack them and they use Waboku or something. But yeah, yeah, this card is the easiest card to get out. You should summon this Tangrisnir and put it in defense mode, and then it gets destroyed in battle. You special summon 2 tokens, and then on your next turn you can summon Horse, Goldfax, and that's level 10 right there. Or when you get the 2 tokens destroyed, you special summon Tanjosta. If you already have a Goldfax in your hand, you can just summon Goldfax on your next turn, flip this up, get another Goldfax from your deck, special summon it, that's 5 monsters, synchro into 4, and synchro into a level 7 like Black Rose Dragon or something, or Scrap Arts Fiend if you need that extra push for damage. So yeah, that's very good. Another good card to put in Nordics is definitely Super Nimble, since you can get Tangrisnir, you can get most good cards. You can put Splash Raikou is what I used to do. Put Raikou in there. Anyway, the last Acer is definitely the big guy, Odin. Odin requires a Nordic Ascendant tuner and 2 or more non-tuners. That's very easy to accomplish. There's one very cheap way of summoning it, which is the reason why, well, most people just think Odin is the best, simply because of this card, Valkyrie. If your opponent has a monster on the field and you control no other cards, when you summon this card, you can remove and play 2 Nordic cards from your hand Special summon 2 tokens that are level 4 each with this card's effect. Level 4 in defense mode. That makes level 10. Send it to the graveyard for synchro. Summon Odin. Odin's effect lets you, once per turn, you can make this card unaffected by spells and traps. Unfortunately, if your opponent, if you summon this, you get priority to make this card immune to spells and traps, but that's only when it resolves. So if your opponent activate Bottomless on this card, unfortunately this card's effect makes it immune at resolution, which is after it gets destroyed by Bottomless. So that's a bit of a shame. Solemn Warning doesn't really kill this card, so if you do use Valkyrie's effect, you should use it only when you're pretty sure you've got a reason to get it over with, or there's no way that your opponent can stop you. This card is definitely the strongest at 4,000 attack, and obviously like all the Acer cards, like all the Aces, you just have to remove from play a tuner of the respective type of a card. So 4 is the Nordic Beast. Odin is Nordic Ascendant, and I don't have the other ones, so yeah. And then you can special summon it in the end phase and you'll get an effect. Loki lets you get a trap card back to your hand from the graveyard, which is the best effect by far. So you can get Mirror Force, Torrential, Call the Haunted, get those limited cards back in your hand. 4 lets you deal 800 damage, which can be lethal, especially since this card is dealing enough damage already that it's 3,500 points of damage by its attack. And Odin lets you draw a card. You'll probably get the most revivals out of Odin simply because Vanadis, the Nordic Ascendant, and Valkyrie, they both, you can remove both of them, so that's a total of 6 revivals. One card you should definitely include in your Nordic deck if you ever do decide to make one is Burial from a Different Dimension. I don't have it. Is it Burial? Yeah, Burial from a Different Dimension lets you select 3 move from play cards from your move from play zone and put them back in your graveyard. And it's a quick play, so you can activate it whenever. So that means you can use Valkyrie's effect, remove from play 2 other Ascendant tuners, special summon Odin, activate Burial, and then you get 3 revivals. And that means +3 because you draw. And this card does 4,000 attack. It's annoying, very annoying. So yeah, I just thought I'd make this video because I probably will end up trading these away soon, next time I go to a tournament. So I really wanted to make a quick review on this before they start kind of slowly parting away from each other. So yeah. If you've read my blog, you've noticed that I had quite a fondness to the Aesirs, just simply because they're so powerful, and it's like Odin is the only cover card on a booster pack that was not actually a Yusei card. So I thought that's good, I might as well get one. I might keep Odin just for the hell of it, but yeah, the other cards I'm going to get rid of as well. Yeah, thanks for watching. You should totally check them out. They have some really good cards, like that trap card, the Fetters of Fenrir, that lets you search a Nordic card from your deck to your hand, so it really speeds up the deck, and it's chainable to MST and stuff. So yeah, definitely check that out. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm probably going to put another card review soon on my blog if you visit daily. Thanks.